Hi, I'm G.
And I'm Michelle.
And we are
the Bin Pickers. How you guys doing today?
Good, good, good.
Oh, good, good, good. Okay, so we're not doing a whole video today. We're kind of just going to talk about stuff. Hopefully it's not too boring, right?
Yeah, some outside the box stuff. No, I don't think it's boring. I think it's interesting.
It's interesting. Okay, well, we'll see. So we're going to talk about, what are we going to start with?
I don't know. What do you want to start with?
Okay, well, we can talk about why we do really short videos, okay? Because obviously we don't have our laptop in front of us and we don't do it that way how, like, everyone else does.
Right.
We like to be different.
So, basically, for us to start our business, and still today, I mean, we've done it for a long time, we don't spend a lot of money on computers and printers and cameras. I mean, probably the camera is the most expensive thing.
Yeah.
You know, we spend a couple $100s for a camera.
And that's what we used to film, is the camera he uses to take the pictures.
Yeah, and I hate it, but...
Anyway.
So, yeah, so we just don't spend a lot of money on our stuff, and it works for us, and if it doesn't, we'll fix it. So the reason that we have 16-minute videos or less is because we have a 4 gigabyte card. And it goes up to 16 minutes of video. Okay? I'm cheap, I guess. People say I'm cheap. And I don't have a bigger card. So 16 minutes.
And you might have to
we can record
spend $10 to get a
and
card.
We could do it on our computer, but we're not that intelligent, I guess. So
we could. This is easier than we have our son filming us back there. So it works out for us. So
you know, anyway. Like one of the laptops I used to put, you know, when I printed labels, stuff like that, I got it at the bin. 89 cents a pound back in Oregon. You know, we do things on the cheap, I guess. I don't like to spend a lot of money. And then when we buy stuff, I like to get stuff on the cheap. I don't like to go spend $15, $20 to sell something for $40. It's not worth it to me. If I'm going to buy something for $15, $20, I got to sell it for hundreds. Or I don't want it. You know, I just get it from the bin, or we get it at the dollar place.
Yeah,
you know, that's my way. Now, obviously, everybody else has their own way, and that's what's great about doing your own thing and running your own business is you can do it what works for you. That's what works for me. I like higher profits.
Right,
basically.
And spend as little as possible on every single thing.
Yeah, and then make as much as possible.
Yeah, so that's why we do short videos. So we'll keep going and talking so we can not go over 16 minutes.
Yeah. And we have to stop or our camera just shuts off. So,
so there you go. There's that.
So
but thank you to everyone that said that they'd watch a longer video. That was very nice. Yeah. Thank you.
And, you know, someday maybe we'll spend how much ever
or we'll
8
do it on our
gigabyte card costs.
Yeah. Okay.
So another thing I'd like to talk about is like cleaning items. So when you're at the bin, you're looking through something, you find something, oh, it has a spot, stuff like that. A lot of people don't get that at all. Now, for me, if it's something that I can sell for $5, $10, $15, I don't get it either.
Yeah.
But if it's something that I think is good or I think I can clean it and sell it for more money, then I will try. I clean a lot of stuff. And I don't know, 60-70% of it I get clean basically. And
you use Simple Green.
I use Simple Green.
The big jugs of it you can get real cheap.
Spray it on, rub it in, and then so this Saturday I was at
it was last week. We showed it in a video, I think.
No, I don't think we showed this because it was dirty. So I picked up this jersey, and hopefully you can see there's a bunch of spots on it. And no one would get this with spots all over it like that. And I looked them up. Some people sell them for $60, $80, even $100. But they're like brand new. And mine
but not this player.
Mine has spots all over it. But nobody had this jersey. And I'm like, I'm going to get this, try to clean it. I got it. I sprayed my Simple Green on it. And it didn't come clean at all.
And then when you washed it,
I tried to clean it. These spots won't come out. I'm like, this is a really cool jersey. Has its name on it and stuff.
And they did have other colors. A different colorway. Like they had other colorways. Then nobody had this colorway.
Nobody has this same jersey on. So I'm like, you know what? It has spots all over it. I'm going to think outside the box. I'm still going to take pictures of it and put it on. And I did. It hasn't ended yet, but it's at $62.
So sometimes you got to think, hey, I mean, if you're looking something up and you see, and you have a spot on something and you see, oh, I can sell it for $10 or somebody's selling it for $10 or $15 without spots, probably you don't want to list it. But since nobody had this exact same one on,
there's not another like it. So
yeah, we're like, we'll just throw it out to auction.
I think it's a really good jersey. I don't know, but
we'll see what happens. Hey,
we're $62 with spots at least, and maybe it'll sell for more. So
yeah.
That's kind of like outside the box. But if something's really good and it needs cleaned, I'll clean it. I mean, I do the laundry usually
That's just
anyway.
Like the point. Like, don't
like,
pass up. You know, if you see something with spots, but you think it still might be good, you might want to look it up. You know, before you buy it. Like something like this doesn't weigh that much, so even if it didn't come clean, we only have $1 in it. But
yeah,
and it didn't come clean. So now, yeah, so $62 is what it's at. So we'll see tomorrow, I think, when it ends.
Yeah.
Right. So stuff with spots, you just never know. Or little flaws, like sometimes people might still want something, even if it has a little hole in it.
The best stuff that we ever sold had
holes.
spots or holes or there was things wrong with them.
Seriously.
I mean,
so you never know.
Thousands of dollar items that had problems, and everyone passes them up.
Seriously, our highest, always. It's
Always
so
has
weird.
Something wrong with it.
Okay, so another thing I want to talk about is, so credit cards.
Credit cards, that's a good thing to talk about.
Okay, so when we were, selling a lot more full-time in Oregon, I mean, we sell full-time now, but in Oregon, before we moved here, we had we didn't have any debt except our house. So we had our house payment, and that's the only thing we had. So I got credit cards to pay my eBay fees. So all my eBay fees, so that was like thousands of dollars a month were going on credit cards. And I got like an airline credit card and a Disney one. So here's just an idea. So
we get tons of money. So we take the credit card and put all the fees on it. We pay it off every month, so we don't have to pay 20% interest or whatever it is.
Right.
But it goes on there, so then we get tons of miles, so then we can fly to Reno, we can fly here for free.
Right, we flew to Reno, we flew to North Carolina, we flew to Florida, we flew to Las Vegas when we lived up there. Yeah. We took a whole bunch
Just make sure you pay them off because
I'm not saying go get a credit card, but I'm just saying because eBay fees it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And if you can do that, I know a lot of people like to pay it off every week. I just put it on there and then I pay it off every month, so then that way I get the miles. And another one I had, because we have two different accounts, so then the other one I did a Disney card. So I got Disney, you get Disney rewards for that. So when we would go to Disneyland, I could buy food, I could buy little things for the kids or something like that. So, because you can use those things at Disneyland or Disney Store. So it's just an idea, like any credit card, if that's something that you want to do, that's just something that we do. So I wanted to share that with you guys that you can do that.
And it's nice to be able to fly, and it's free because we put it all on there. So
right, so it works out good. And another thing we want to talk about was two different accounts. So we have the account where we have women's or miscellaneous stuff, and then we also separate it between men's because we think
if you're a guy, at least most guys, okay. If you're looking through and you want a pair of pants or whatever, you're looking through stuff, and then you come to a whole bunch of bras, you don't want to see all these bras. It's that's not what you're looking for most of the time. So, we separate it. We have all our men's stuff on eDealMart so that you can just see men's stuff. You don't have to see women's stuff. If you want to see women's stuff, you can go to Great Clothes Finds. That's all women's stuff. And the same thing with women. If you want to buy a bra, you don't want to look through men's pants.
Right.
So that's what we do.
And it works better for us.
And it works for us.
Right, because then you can also get a following of men that are going to follow this stuff. Right. Because they know you're going to list only men's stuff on there.
Whatever works for you. Everyone, when you work for yourself, you can run your business any way you want.
These are just a few things.
You find things that work for you, and they don't work for other people, but this is what works for us.
It totally does.
And then on that subject, it's laying things out. Most of the time, I just take items and I lay them out on the floor. I try to make them look pretty nice. I sold a shirt for $5,600 that was just laid on the floor. If I would have dressed it up and put it on a mannequin and all that stuff, it wouldn't have sold for any more. It's all about having the right stuff outside the box kind of thing that no one else has. people are going to buy yours.
Right, and
because
if you
there's
have
no one else's to buy.
Right, and if you have the same stuff as like thousands of other people, like unfortunately we do now because that's what we can get at our bin. You know, somebody might choose somebody that looks really nice, like displayed,
Right.
as opposed to something laid out on the floor.
When you have inside the box stuff, you
Right.
kind of got to make it look better because you're competing with many other people.
But most of the time we throw stuff out on the floor. You know, we do hang up dresses and stuff now, but we weren't. You know, so whatever works for you, that works for us. I know like eBay best practices is you should have it hanging up and you should have all this, and who wants to buy something that's on the floor? I mean, my floor's clean. You know, it's not like it's the same as if somebody has something that they're laying out on a table. It's the same thing.
Right.
I mean, you know, whatever.
And you can't tell that our floor isn't something that's laid out.
Right, like some people have
laying
like that kind of as a background, you know, when they have something laying out. So, yeah, anyway, so whatever works for you. That works for us.
We try to lay it out, get the picture, get it on, and list as many as we can instead of spending a long time trying, you know, taking the picture, laying, you know. You can spend a long time doing that stuff, and you list less stuff that way.
It's true. I mean, you know, having a pretty listing is nice, and
but
whatever.
Whatever works for you.
Whatever works
for you.
So, and also, so Greg will sort out, like, okay, so we'll go to the bin, and then he sorts stuff when we get home into, like, men's, women's.
And we used to do a lot more so when we were really selling a lot of stuff. Well,
right.
We're not working as hard as we used to. We used to work really hard, and we made a lot of money. Now, we kind of enjoy life
not
in
working
California and the kids. And,
right.
And we still work hard. I'm not saying we don't work hard, but we don't work as hard. We don't get as much stuff. But yes, I sorted out pants, shirts, dresses, things like that. So then I can give her a whole stack of pants.
Right, and then that's what I'm working on is just pants. So people had asked us, like, you know, how can you list faster? Well, that's easier for us. Because then he'll give me a stack of pants. I stay in the same category, you know, and then I'll sort out, here's the new tag ones, here's the used ones. So I know, okay, my new tag ones, I'll be listing those separate, you know. So then that way you can speed through your items much faster instead of, okay, here's a shirt and then here's a jacket and then
switching over.
Yeah, because all the measurements on pants are going to be the same. So if you have that built-in kind of like sell similar, that information's already going to be there. You just have to measure the stuff and put it in.
It just makes it easier and faster to list up.
Yeah, definitely. So that, I'm sure most people already do that, but that's just, you know, we do to try to list faster, even though I get still distracted with the baby and the kids and stuff like that. But still, yeah. I think that's all I had on my list.
That's all you had to talk about?
That's all I had to talk about. We're a little boring today.
Okay, well, we went to the bin and we got a bunch of stuff, I guess. We'll have to do a haul video.
Yeah, next video will be a haul video because we did a ton.
And you got Lululemon.
Oh, I did. So you got 12 last week.
I think it was 12 last week.
And then this weekend we got 13. I was super happy. Of course, mine were not like new.
In one day.
Yeah.
In one day, 13 of them.
I was super excited because I was like picking. I'm like, yay.
So we have a whole stack of those to put on. Haven't got to that yet.
Yeah. So we got a bunch of stuff, you know, a bunch of inside the box stuff.
Yeah. And some out, you know.
Some out. Yeah, we'll see. And then we'll update you on what this jersey sold for and do a haul video. And I guess that's about it.
Yep. Any questions, let us know.
I am a little behind on
We'll try to answer them. You know, we do our best. We
Sorry.
are kind of busy with this and that, so...
Yeah, so I apologize. If I haven't answered a question that you had on, like, a comment, I will totally get to that. Hopefully today.
And Macari, we're selling stuff in there. Poshmark.
Yeah, I mean...
You know.
Yeah, it is what it is. We're ready for Christmas time. See what happens.
Yep.
We hope you guys have a great day. If you could like, comment, subscribe, that'd be awesome. And also I'm on Instagram and we're on Facebook, but I never get on there because the one on my phone is linked to his account, so he's really the one that's in charge of it. And
I don't even go on there, really.
So Instagram, if you got anything, get me on Instagram. Bin pickers.
Remember to pick outside the box.
Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Thank you.